Did you know that this is not a knife sharpener and that you're probably using it wrong? Well, come along, let me educate you kids. So this tool right here is not a knife sharpener. It's called a honing steel. And you know what that does? It hones the blade of a knife. It does not sharpen it. When you're honing a knife, it's important to know if you have a German, American, or Japanese blade, because all of those have different edges on them with different degrees for your sharpening and honing. But with a honing steel, you're simply going to move the blade along at that edge, back and forth to hone it. Now what happens when a blade becomes dull is it has a point like this. However, over time, little microfibers of the metal start to split off, and honing it simply realigns the edges into be an edge again, where it cuts. Now I hone my knife basically every use. It takes about 30 seconds per meal. It's really not that big of a deal, and it's important to do to keep a sharp blade. Now for actually sharpening your knife, there's two methods you can do to keep it sharp. And the first one right here is a diamond grind sharpener, which either comes manual or electric. Personally, I've had really bad luck with electric ones. If you find one, that's totally acceptable. I like my manual hand use one. And for this one, there's 3 different grits, 3 different lines. And all you do, you take the blade, you go down each of these a few times until it's sharp. Now, the second way to sharpen a knife is using this, a whetstone. It'll typically have different grits, one top, one bottom of different degrees. And the lower the number, the rougher the grit, which means your blade is more damaged. The higher number, the finer the grit, which means it's less damaged. So what you do is you get one of these wet. That's why they call it a whetstone, even though it's spelled differently. Get wet for about 15 minutes, soak it in water, and then you're gonna run the blade along it. And with a whetstone, you're creating a new edge for the blade. Now with a whetstone, I do advise that you watch a few YouTube videos on how to do it depending on what knife manufacturer you use, because you can easily destroy the knife by creating a new edge that's not designed for that style. And for sharpening a blade, I typically sharpen my knife every 1 to 3 months depending on how much use I'm getting out of that particular knife. But if you have any questions for me, drop a comment below.